What's up, y'all? This Kamani, man. Uh, I'm back with a new teaching video. You feel me? And this particular video is called Loyalty Over Love. I'm gonna repeat that. It's called Loyalty Over Love, and it's comparing to St. John chapter 15, verse 4 through 6. And my reference is Matthew chapter 24, when Jesus was talking about what's gonna happen in the last days. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to it. It says, "Remain in me, and I will remain in you. For a branch cannot produce fruit if it is severed from the vine, and you cannot be fruitful unless you remain in me. Yes, I am the vine, you are the branches. Those who remain in me, and I in them, will produce much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me is thrown away like a useless branch and withers. Such branches are gathered into a pile to be burned." So basically, Jesus is saying in that chapter and verse, if you remain loyal to me, I'm gonna remain loyal. If you remain loyal to me, I will remain loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not loyal to him, you don't have access to his word. You can't produce fruit. You can't put in work for the turf because your 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 loyalty is going towards yourself and towards a worldly desire instead of a godly desire. You feel what I'm saying? So you can love God all you want. Like, I know First Corinthians says, love outbeats faith and hope. But at the same time, God wants loyal, people that's loyal. He prefer loyalty. You feel me? Because, like, for example, you can say you love a person or you can love God all you want, but if you're not loyal, it's worthless. You feel me? Like, for example, a friend, like just say a female, for example, she got a husband. A female has a husband and she's a wife or whatever, and she chill with her homegirls, and her homegirls speak badly about her husband and say, "Girl, let's go hang out and blah blah blah." Mess with a couple guys or whatever. Forget that husband of yours or blah blah blah. Even though her husband is a good husband and he taking care of her, you know, they're godly individuals, well respected and stuff like that. But they have issues here and there. But her homegirls is, you know, throwing a heavy load on her to go mess around with another guy behind her husband's back. And she love her husband, but at the same time she like, I can't do that because she love her husband, and not just that, but it's that loyalty. She don't do it because that loyalty. She got high loyalty for him. She a loyal woman. You feel me? No matter what. Even though it seems good, but doesn't mean it is. You feel me? And that's the kind of people God wants. God wants people that's loyal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can say you love God all you want, whether you like it or not. Like, you can say, "Oh, I love God, I love God, I love God," but then when it comes to God wants you to do something for him, you back down from it. Why you backing down from it? You know what I'm saying? You supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna say you love God, but then you ain't loyal to him when he wants you to do something for him? That's just like for example, you can't. How you gonna say you a part of the hood or you down for the set, but then when it comes to, okay, we gotta put in work for the turf, like, or for the set, you not down. You not down. Like, you back down from it instead of being down. But then you say you love the hood, oh, I love the hood, I love the hood, or I love the set. But it's like you're not putting in work for the set. So it's like You're not loyal to the set. You feel me? It's just like in people marriages. Some people be saying they love this person, they love him, but they're not loyal to him. They they don't have that loyalty. Some people they just don't prefer being loyal, but God wants people that's loyal. You feel me? Paul was loyal. Peter was loyal. Uh, Esther was loyal. Job was loyal. You know what I'm saying? Abraham was loyal. Isaac was loyal. Jacob was loyal. I could keep naming names. You feel me? Like straight up Matthew, Mark, Luke, Thaddeus. You know what I'm saying? John, John the Baptist. They was all loyal, dog. They was loyal. It was God just didn't get them because He knew they because they loved Him. He didn't instruct them to do certain things because He know they loved Him. No, he instructed them to do certain things because and do certain assignments for God because or for the kingdom of heaven because um they was loyal. He knew they was loyal. He knew they was loyal, no matter what. Like for example, Judas was like the closest one to Jesus. He was loyal. He was like the most loyal one. Period. But he got to the point where he was like, he decided to back down, be like, you know what, I don't want to be loyal to God no more. I want to be loyal to my own thing, loyal to the world. And like when you do that, you going outside of your lane. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta stay in your lane no matter what. No matter what the consequences, the persecution is, whatever, homie, you gotta stay down. Cause it says here, Matthew 24, it says here in Matthew 24, verse 13, it says, but the one who endures to the end will be saved. Basically, that means those who stay loyal when whether they whether you live through the rapture or you don't live through the rapture, but you just stay loyal to God's will no matter what you went through or have to go through or whatever or deal with, they the ones that's gonna be saved. Not the individuals that be like, oh, I love God, I love God. I mean, yeah, those two can be saved too, but mainly that saying for the loyal ones. You gotta be loyal. You know what I'm saying? It's like, for example, like just say for example, like you around all these different a guy is around all these different women and his woman ain't around. He could be talking to this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl. And he love his girl. He love his girl, but at the same time, he could be messing around with all these different girls that surround him, that's surrounded in his area. But instead, he don't conversate with them or get intimate with them or nothing because he staying loyal to the one he's with. You feel me? So like basically he's staying loyal in his marriage. So that's what God wants. He wants you to stay loyal. He wants you to stay loyal to his will. You feel me? Because those are the ones that's gonna make it to heaven. That's gonna make it to the end. Those who were loyal. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not loyal to him, you don't God God can't rely on you because you're not being loyal. You're not being loyal. It's just like for the homies, like just say like you a blood, you know what I'm saying, and you kicking back, chilling or whatever, and then just say the homie just got shot and killed from the set, and the rivals went at him, and you sitting back chilling with the family or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but then you get a call from the big homies and even the G homies like, oh, such and such just got murked and blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, and you like, what, for real? Like, you know what I'm saying? We need to go put in work. Okay, I'm down. I'm about to get ready, homie. Meet me in the hood. That's loyalty right there. That's loyalty. That's how God wants you to be no matter what. No matter what. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, for example, like the police, for example. The police, a lot of times, interrogate you and say this and say that and want you to give information about who you was surrounded with or affiliated with during the crime. But you don't say nothing. You stick loyal no matter how much time they give you, whether it's a life sentence or whatever. You don't say nothing. You just stick to your time, your deadline until you die or whatever. You feel me? That's loyalty. That's how God want us to be loyal, homie. No matter what we go through or what vibe we feel or whatever. No matter how many times the devil trying to get you, no matter. Stay full throttle and stay loyal to God, man. Because those who are loyal are the ones that will make it to the kingdom, and those the ones that God values. Those the ones that God values. Not just the ones that say, "Oh, I love you," and love you, and don't do anything for them. No, those who stay loyal to him. You know what I'm saying? That are ready for any type of assignment or instruction that he has for them. Period. There could be times where God don't speak nothing to you for weeks or months, but you stay loyal to his will until that time come where he, you know, hit you up and be like, hey, I want you to go do this, or I want you to do this, or I want you to go give to this person or this group of people or whatever. But and you like, okay, like cool, I'm gonna go put in that work for the turf. You feel me? Like that's loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of individuals, like even believers, like too, a lot of believers they be saying they love God, but then when it come to putting in work for God, they don't do that. They don't do that. That's just like, for example, like how you go be involved with somebody in a relationship or in a marriage, and you say, "Oh, I love this person, I love my wife or whatever," but then how you gonna say you love your wife but you cheating on her? That's not loyalty. That's betrayal. You know what I'm saying? That's betrayal. Vice versa. How a woman can say, "Oh, I love my husband," and blah blah blah, but then you cheating on him on the law. That's not loyalty. That's betrayal. Loyalty is where a person in the marriage or two people in the marriage do not cheat on each other by no matter what. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. Don't mess with nobody outside of their marriage where it can damage the marriage. You know what I'm saying? That God brought together. You know what I'm saying? You stay loyal. Stay loyal to God. Stay loyal to whatever God has in store for you, and just stay loyal to the rules, man. Stay loyal to what God has for you and what God's plotting in you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if somebody say this about you, say that about you, male, female, no matter what. Stay loyal to the rules, man. Stay loyal to God, homie. And trust me, those are the ones that's God's soldiers. You know what I'm saying? God satisfied that you love him, but when he see that you loyal, when you willing to put in work no matter what, your loyalty shows love. You feel me? Your loyalty shows how much you love him, how much you love the kingdom of heaven, how much you love the set, how much you love the hood. You know what I'm saying? But if your loyalty doesn't kick in, then that tells you that you don't love you don't love me. Like even in First John. Like let's go to it. Like this explain it clearly. Like it says here. Like right here. It says here in First John chapter 2, verse 4. It says, if someone claims I know God but doesn't obey God's commandments, that person is a liar and is not living in the truth. That says it all right there. Like if you're not obeying the rules, if you're not staying loyal to him or even staying loyal to his assignments that he has for you or instructions, you're not you're not in the truth. You're not living for him. You living for yourself. Or you living for the world. You're not living for him. You don't care nothing about him. You know, the Lord, you gotta have loyalty, homie. You know what I'm saying? Your loyalty shows your love. You feel me? Period. Period. No matter what. So I hope y'all learned something from this teaching, bro. There's more to come. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Peace.